Hey y'all, so this tutorial is going to be how I create these custom stamp brushes in Procreate. They're really cool. They save me a lot of time when I'm designing things. I use a lot of shapes in my work, a lot of patterns. So yeah, I'm going to show you how I do that. It's super easy, probably easier than you would think. So right now I just have a canvas that is 500 by 500 pixels at 300 dpi. So you can make these using any of your brushes. I think I'm going to use the 6B pencil today, which comes with Procreate. So I like the texture that it has, and I think it will make a cool stamp. So I'm going to use black. Okay, so for this brush, let's do a smiley face. So I'm just going to draw a circle. I'm going to hold down for the perfect circle, and then I'm going to do the eyes and the mouth. I don't like that mouth. Let's do there we go. That's fine. Okay, so now that you have your drawing, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the wrench icon, share, and then you're going to want to share as a JPEG, and then save image. So then you go to your brushes, you go to this plus icon up here, and then you go to shape, edit, import a photo. I'm gonna click here, and you can see the photo we just exported is right here. And then I'm going to take 2 fingers and tap so you get the inverse and hit done. So now what we have doesn't really look like a stamp. It's this kind of wonky line shape, which is still kind of cool. Could keep it that way if you want, but to make your stamp actually look like this, we're going to want to go to stroke path and spacing, and you're going to want to turn your spacing all the way up so that you have this nice smiley face stamp. So you can leave it like this, or I don't know if you can see, but the stamp is varying in opacity. So we have some that are a bit lower. I like to have a consistent opacity, so what I'm going to want to do is go to Apple Pencil, and then right here it says opacity is at max. You're going to want to take it all the way down, and that way you have consistent full opacity throughout. So then you can go to about this brush, you can name it. I'm just going to name it Smiley Brush, and you can play around with the other settings. You can play around with adding some grain to your stamp. I used a pretty textured brush, so I'm just going to leave it as is. If you just want a stamp preview like that one, you can actually go to properties and hit use stamp preview, and it'll show up like that. So the other thing we want to adjust is the size of our brush, the maximum size. So now I have minimum size set to none, and then maximum size set to 100, but this is looking kind of small. So I like to bring it up around like 400, 408, that's fine. So then I'm gonna hit done, and then let's go to a new layer, and we can see, oh, that's kind of big. I'm still on a small canvas. So we have this lovely smiley face stamp. And you can also change the color. So you can create some really fun patterns. And like I said, this saves me a ton of time. I have all of these custom brushes that I love to use in my work, and it saves me having to not redraw them every single time. I hope this was helpful, and happy creating.